What's up, guys? Want to make sure this is on. Thank you. Hello. Chaperone goes better than Wednesday when we both got knocked out. So, hello. Were you the one that commented on that last stream? So we both were in the bottom of the bracket, eh? Well, yeah. Hopefully it goes a little better. Have you done your run for this one yet? And thank you. Yes, it is exactly the 4th. October 4th, 1 year. 2.5 Q. I think that's pretty good. I don't know what my goals would have been at that time, as we don't know too much about the game. You know, when you start. It's funny, I didn't even realize how long I might even be playing this game. It's pretty crazy. But I knew I was into it right away. I was like, this is a slow grind. It's going to be my game. But yeah, Luke, have you done your run yet for this tournament? I'm going to have to end this run here. I was trying to time this to start when this ends, but I don't think this is gonna go for another 40 minutes or so, and I want to get this on the way. We'll go a few more minutes though. I haven't even looked at what the champ tournament's going to be, battle condition wise or anything. This run has been running the last 12 hours. But we'll get started here pretty soon. Hope everyone's day is going good. Fourth right now. Battle conditions were not great. Yeah, and it can vary a lot depending on the bracket too. Because there's only 4 slots that can go up. So hopefully I'll pull a good draw and get one of those. What else do I gotta do? Nothing else in here. Well, this is where this runs up to. Before I end it here. Just hit 10,000 waves. I think it's only gonna go like another 500 maybe anyway. But we're gonna end it. It's going to be a champion. So it might be a little bit of a longer stream. I'm going to try to make it the whole way. Hello, Jinzor. What's up? Oh, there's a new relic. Alright. I think Cloud had said in the last comment he's going to have Uncle Fudd send me a relic. Here it is. Tower damage. Alright. That's where I'm starting to get into. Multiverse Nexus yet? Yes. I did do a few runs with that. I'll put some update and I'll do the whole breakdown in the chart in the video, but where is the Multiverse Nexus? That's not it. I rolled those stats on it. I think I spent a little more than I wanted, but I wanted to get a decent stat to try. You know, get a good run. I got the best with the Multiverse Nexus and the G Comp versus the Black Hole Digester. I only ran 3 runs, but they were all kind of down from the permanent Black Hole for now. Maybe once I get them Ancestral G Comp and Ancestral Multiverse, it might be cool. Fast alts, armored enemies, and champs. Uh-oh. That'll be okay. Whoop, that's not the right button. So we got Thorn Resistance. Ooh, I don't like that one. Kind of rely on Thorns later on, right? Yeah, I don't use enemy shield. Okay. The armored enemies, though. Let's go get Switch cards. They both were down in cells and coins. I could probably tweak it a little bit. They were close. It was very close. That's why I think once I get them ancestral, they'll do better. It's kind of just, I don't know. I can go further. I get way more cells because of the further waves by doing the permanent black hole right now. It's like 2k cells per hour more, so it's a pretty good chunk over a course of a day. What was I switching up here? So I think it's champions. I don't think I need to do project funding. I need to get this bad boy leveled up, but it seemed when I've done in the past testing on both, I've done better with the pulsar harvester over the course of like 1500 waves. But now with the amp strike though, it could be good to combo that. It was close. The coins per hour was maybe 400 billion off. I do know we need to get the dim core going. Equip that. I think I can level some of this stuff. Not that one. This one we can. This one we can. Not that. I think I want to go with project funding with the amp strike. But this has better level skips. Oh, decisions. I should have thought about this before I started. What do you guys think? Anyone have any opinion on that one? I got my cards. Let me go to spend some of this gold or coin. Let's do something that'll help. I need to dump this into... I want to get to this attack speed unlock. I don't know if this is going to help too much this tournament if I put it into damage, but I'm starting damage labs, so let's see. I can do about 4 clicks. Yeah, I'm just going to go with here. Okay, so blow it all out in damage and attack. I want to get to that unlock attack speeds. Let's see. I'm just gonna go with the lazy one since no one has an opinion today. So I think the level skips will help. That's everything, right? Let's see. I've spent all the money I'd made in the last 2 days. Got the right cards on. I need to buy some more card slots so I can use more. Switch out the mods. Yeah, Amp Strike is crazy. I think I'm going to give it a shot though here. I usually use DP in a tournament, but kind of want to give it a try. Decisions. We're gonna give it a try. Let's go. I kind of want to go back and get project funding now, though. I know we're gonna need chain lightning. Oh, what I need to do is make sure my range. I think the range is set. I want to put it out here. Let me do that. I'm gonna get project funding. I know I just wasted the ticket, but I could buy another one if I want. I don't think I'm gonna run a second run anyway. I need to get the stuff back. Right, that's what I was saying, Seven, is that it's project funding with the Amp Strike. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. We're debating currently if I should use the amp strike and project funding, or I was thinking DP and Pulsar Harvester, but I always use that. That's what I used last champion. I always use DP and Pulsar Harvester, so I want to try to give these guys a combo, especially seeing what it can get to. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I'm just gonna go. Oh, what's that? I got something in the event. Oh yeah, the tournaments. Let's pick those up. Oh yeah, I gotta go buy this. I'll do that later. I gotta go buy this to pass because it's my birthday event. Okay. Oh yeah, Range Lab. Thank you. I'm glad you said that. I'll just leave it at 15. I just want to make sure it wasn't at 0. Okay. So I want to start with leave damage because I want that damage on there. We'll take off. I don't need the orbs off the beginning. So we'll just do that. We'll start range until it pops. Alright, we'll do the free video ticket. Now we'll do the real run. Okay. Man, after using Primordial Collapse for so long, seeing 2 black holes is like, whoa. Alright, so already you take the ear. Whoops. Wrong one. And go back. Oh, did I just miss that by a minute? Look. Wow. I might have to re-roll that one. That's funny. If you're using amp for the tournament, AP, I'm assuming you mean amp? Amplify, returning good results. And Berto, thank you, sir. Glad you could stop by. We're doing project funding, so I gotta do. Oh yeah, this is champions, so I do need to buy some of this stuff out, or my enemy attack skips. I forgot. I missed that 2% though, using the project funding. I probably should have spent some gems beforehand. That would have been a good idea, just in case. You never know. I could have maybe pulled a project funding. How many do I even need to upgrade that? Looks like I need 2. Okay. I don't see, because I will need another one, right? Yeah, so I need a full 2. Am I saving for inner landmines? I do not know what I'm saving for. I to be honest, I'm not sure I want. That's probably going to be the next of the ultimate weapons I pick, but I don't know if I'm going to actually unlock that yet. I might work on bringing down GT and Deathwave cooldown some. Kind of thinking about that. I know I'm going to put a little bit in expanding the black hole. I think I want to get that to 50. I think 50 without any sub stat with 3 of them. I was doing testing with my the Primordial Collapse that's not upgraded yet. Wherever he is. Yeah, I threw on black hole size +4 just to get it up to 50, and was noticing it with the minimum range or 0 range, it covers the entire tower. But yeah, I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna actually get inner landmines or not yet. I'd kind of like to get Chronofield one day, but I don't even know if that'll be the next choice. My ultimate weapon cooldown. The other ones are 150. So black hole's 50, and then 150 for the other two. Or a minute 30, or 230, I guess you'd say, right? Is that the right math? Let's do 250. Yeah, whatever. 2 minutes 30 seconds. But if I can almost kind of walk those down slowly towards 2 minutes. Or get them somewhere that I can sync them with that golden bot, because it's not synced with it. Right now the golden bot's just kind of doing its thing. I am using G-Comp, so I guess even with getting the cooldowns down, it's not going to sync, so scratch that. Either way, the more often it's up, the better that the G-Bot will go off with when a golden tower's up. It's getting pretty expensive to get those guys up. Missing the 2 extra % from the mod does hurt. I was able to get the enemy attack skips to 31% at like wave 20 or something before. Wave 19. .57. That's the first time I really did that. Someone was mentioning to do that trick about putting the range to get it to go out there. Never really did that before, so we'll see how that does. Let's get the damage up a little bit, just so that helps boost that. You're aiming for 2 minutes? I just figure that's going to be a good round number and a good point to. I was using the stone calculator, and it's going to get really expensive to start going beyond there. So I was like, before I do that, I'll have other plans for some stones to earn more stones. Come on, let's get over this % here so I can start skipping some waves. Whoops. Okay. I wonder how long this wall is gonna, or death wave is gonna stay up. Probably a while now, because I have not, especially with the I was like, well, never mind, pause. That stuff isn't going to help yet. Amp Strike and project funding, both you gotta build up. So neither one of those are going to help too much just yet, but 23Q there, little Qs. I should get to 100. I want to say just around 100 is where I get usually, so. With the battle conditions, I don't know. Have I considered free ups? It does have uses. Free up plus? You mean like the enhancements? Or the card? Because I definitely have the card on. And the enhancements, yeah, I do have the enhancements. Last 2 weeks I've put tons, that's what everything went into. I think I'm at 1.11. 1.11. Unless you mean like free up mastery. Oh yeah, okay. You said it as I said it. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure what that's going to do. Let's see. Adds a number of lock stats. Oh yeah, that where you can lock something. Okay. How would that? Oops. How is that gonna? Getting over 200. So you're, if we lock something, you're saying does it go to the ELS more? I don't why would that help? You have to explain that to me. I don't have all these are maxed, so everything would go to ELS with the free ups. I must be misunderstanding. Ban workshop orbs, sure. I mean, I know there's different ways you can use that to like Devo stuff and like stop certain things for upgrading if you didn't want to use, or the orbs, I guess, right? So it'll why would you do that? But the free up mastery, I just wasn't sure what that does with the level ups, health level ups. Or attack level ups. Oh, okay. Now I follow you. That makes sense. I was like, I was so confused, but yes. So you don't need the attack level or for where yours at. Okay. Yeah, I would think mine might be the other way around. I'd want all my stuff in attack as I'm kind of EHPing it right now, but take the card out. Yeah, so you just kind of free it up with the taking the card off. Okay. Although right now, I guess I should worry about some health level up since I'm trying a Amp Strike project funding round. But yeah, that's an interesting, I wouldn't say theory, but way to do it. I wouldn't say that they're not significant. It says ELS or enemy attack skips not significant in tournaments after 27. They just put a flat negative on it, so you start. It takes 30% off of wherever you're at. So right now I'm actually at 2% attack skips and 1%, 1.4 health. But so like I'd say yes, if yours was so low that you weren't even close, then yeah, it just makes it not useless, or I mean not useful. But anything you can do to get those attack skips up over that level, like I just got to where I'm starting to skip stuff, so you're going to be better than someone else that doesn't have theirs. So you definitely want to still have your attack skips as high as you can, or your level skips. I don't know if it's like I said, it just depends how far off you are from even getting close. It took me a while to get there. Actually, I had to focus, but I was being left in the dust until I got mine up. So I feel like it definitely is still important. Ever since I got mine up, where now I can get over 30% kind of early in the run in champ, I'm always around 1,000 or more waves. So don't always break out to the next tier, but woo! Rubber Duck Sauce super chatted $5. Hey buddy, thank you. Awesome, that was the first one that went off, and that was cool to see the graphic working. And thanks for the super chat, buddy. And thanks for the happy birthday message. Interesting, it doesn't show your message in the Stream Elements chat history. I'll have to figure out that. It looks like you just have a blank message. I can see it in the regular chat though, but I'll figure that out. If there's a way to do it, I don't know. Yeah, when I was hitting when I was getting to the 30% around like wave 7 or 800 wasn't making any difference. But when I can start getting over it in the early round of wave 100, by the time I get to 1,000, I'll be skipping around 100 waves or so. And then by the time of 1,400, it just quantifies from there and puts you ahead of anyone else that's not near there. Now, when I go into Legends, nowhere near there. So Legends does -50, so I don't know how that. I'm not speaking for Legends when I come to say that, because I don't even know how much higher over 50 you can get. It'd be really expensive. Yeah, thanks again, Rubber Duck Sauce. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully this one does go well. I think I need to stop spending on here now that I thought about it. We got project funding. Yeah, yeah. Legends, I can't imagine at this stage what that would cost. These are definitely going to max out, but let's just get some of the cheap stuff out of the way. Guy, one of the top players known from a in game, has 90%. Oh my goodness! I mean, yeah, I know it's possible to get over 50, but it's just I've seen how much it's starting to cost me, and I'm hitting. I can max at 49.9 with the right mod currently. 90% level skips. Wow. All right, well, it's good to know that. See, that's what I wasn't sure what the ceiling was, though. To be honest, I hadn't actually looked at what the highest players, was hitting. So, interesting to know it's that high. So then I would say that once you can start getting your attack skips that high, that'll probably help too. 43Q, and that just reset again. Does this? I haven't been watching this. Does this reset? No. Okay. Just says 1Q. Oh yeah, I forgot I'd have I see the 25 there, the damage, 27. I should have maybe tried a little bit before. I got that Death Wave 25 damage, kind of accident. I just kind of did a couple clicks and it was getting expensive. Like, what is that, 1,000 per roll there? And I couldn't get it. It was all common, and then I got Death Wave 25 and said, that might help in the tournament. Because I have no stones investment in there. We'll try banning workshop orbs on the next respec. Yeah, I haven't respec'd, but I don't have a way to ban stuff yet, so I'll do that later once I can get into it. Just wild. People are starting to hit. What is that? A little S? I can barely read it. Little S LTC. I don't even know what that would mean. And you have the same LTC as me? What are we at? I'm at 2.5 something, right? 2.59. So, cool. When did you start? I'm kind of a free-to-play-ish player. I mean, I have the stone packs and stuff, but I haven't gotten... Not stone packs, sorry. The coin packs. I got the coin packs and stuff, but I haven't bought stone packs. So I'm not full free-to-play. Like, there's people out there I know. There's a couple guys in my guild who have been playing for over a year that haven't bought the other ones. Well, at least about a year. This summer he hit a year, I want to say, and he doesn't have any of the coin unlocks. So that's dedication. Oh yeah, wrong page. Let's see, I got 3.5 million. I think I can just start, I don't know. I think I'm gonna start saving because this is getting too expensive to get up. And these guys will free up to mostly max. Let's get these out of the way. Well, that's cheap. So I do want to make sure wall health maxes out. So doing the quick, let's see, we got 600, well, 550 of that. 600. And what is the free up chance? 66, so any 600 will need roughly 1,000. Yeah, you know, we'll probably max that out or get real close, so I'm gonna buy some just in case. Early, well, I got the money. Sorry, I just noticed the chat again. Weren't you pretty late to the coin packs? I got the... I played for like 2 weeks before I got the ad one. And then I bought the ad one and that other one, the other $10 one. I had those for like 6 months. I didn't buy the 3 time until like May. So, yes-ish. I was kind of late on getting that one. Yeah, when I waited until like May. So that's one thing I do tell people now. I'm like, if you're ever going to think you like this game enough that you're gonna buy it, just get it early because it's worth it. Like it was, I'd probably be a little ahead of here. Although they're so, to be fair, the gains in the early game, it's just a, you know, I hit 1Q like 3-4 weeks ago and get to 2.5 like after that. Like it starts quantifying really fast as it starts snowballing. So, I mean, I might have been a little sooner, a month or two, but like in the early game, there's still a grind to go. It's been a bit. Started around February. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, and I also don't Devo, and I do an AFK Blender build, so I'm very AFK friendly with my play style. Because you could do there's other builds you can do to easily earn way more money. Like with the ultimate weapon setup I have. Can I look at it? Yeah. With the ultimate weapons I have, I could have, if I was doing different gameplay, I probably could have made a lot more money. But I like to let it run all day and come over, even when on my days off and I have time to check on it. I'll still just don't feel like respecing multiple times a week in the first place, but I also don't want to just. I just like picking up the gems and maintenancing it. Yeah, the ad packs and the just packs in general, those are good ones. I looked at it as like I spent more than an average PlayStation. I almost said PlayStation 3 game because that's the last console that I've had for a PlayStation. But your average PlayStation game was what, $70, and I know I've bought games that I've like even Steam games or whatever that I don't play near as much as a tower. So those 3 packs are I think like 50 US. So it's not crazy. If it's something you enjoy. I also don't fault anyone that does spend on stone packs. I mean, more power to somebody if they have that ability. I just don't have the disposable income for stone packs. Black hole digester because you could farm at 30 range. Shockwave sends the mobs to 619. Yeah, see, I haven't tinkered with those stuff yet. Pulling into smaller range farming and pushing them out with I have just a generic blender and build right now still. I have done like I do put the range out a little bit on the farming now. In the orbs a little bit in. Well, I was. It doesn't matter now that I got permanent black hole running because it doesn't knock them out of their orb range until their black holes are up because they're just always up. Which I have found super helpful. Oh yeah, let's get back to checking where my money is real quick. We're at 10 million. There's 200 levels, so he's gonna max out. I'm just curious what this is gonna hit. 14 billion, 16. Gotta wait for it to kill a boss or an elite to see what we're getting to with Amp Strike. Milestone progress. Yeah, I was actually thinking about trying that again. Some guys in the Discord tried again recently. Abaddon, he hangs out in like Spartans, and he's in my Discord hanging out, and he's pushed it a few times and got close. So it's given me some encouragement to try it again. It's been a few weeks, so I think maybe with the extra stuff I've been upgrading, I might be able to do it. I did it immediately after I got Prem Core. Or Collapse. Prim C. Right after I got Primordial Collapse, I tried it with the Black Hole, and I was aiming for 2500. I just got lucky and went to almost 4500. I was just hoping to get the 2500 relic or skin at that moment. Hello, John. Thank you. It's been a year. I know. I can't believe it's been a year. Not of videos, but of the tower. It's crazy. I've been posting videos since Christmas Day was my first one I posted. I was sitting around bored, and I was like watching a JP video on his account back then, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to make because he was like posting a progress update of what he's been doing. And at that time, there was like a handful of guys like Greeny and Crowbar, and JP was doing it. And I was like, I think that was about it. And I was like, I don't see anyone new. There's no one. I was only like 4 months into the game at the time. I was like, there's no one new that's posting these, and I'm gonna start posting. Now I feel like an old man in the tower community. Although my tower is still kind of an early game-ish because, you know, taking my time, not buying stuff. But it's definitely so much more advanced than when I started. I think I was at like 10 billion lifetime coins or something like that. My first one. Now I'm at like 2 Qs. Crazy. I forgot about to keep track of where these were. Yeah, he's maxed out. Ooh, 5.95. I think that is the highest I've seen this early in the game. That's pretty cool. So that trick worked out pretty good. I think I max out by the end. Typically anyway. Maybe not. I need to go back and look at my last tournament, or the last champion. I know a few videos ago I put a champions in the beginning of it. I want to go see what I got to. We'll see. Quite a few making videos now. Yeah, no, that's cool though. Glad I've had a few people tell me they got inspired to seeing. I was like, that's cool, because we need more people. It'll boost the whole. What does they say? I don't know the term. Something about high tides make all ships float or something. Whatever that saying is. More people out there, more visibility. Hopefully, bring in more players, keep the game alive. More people going, what is this? What is this game I keep seeing on YouTube popping up? Followed me since the first video. Awesome, thanks. Max the multiplier lab to get times 100 is great. Oh yeah, no, I this one? Yeah. I got that. I just like to do like little increments. Right now I'm kind of saving for project funding. Should maybe just dump everything into this, because I think I'll have plenty of money after another 900 waves. What am I looking at? 8 and 6? That's it? It's only one. I got like 3 clicks though. 4 clicks. So that needs 500-ish still. And we have, oh wait, how much is on the wall build? So 59, so a little over 550, around 550. 66%. Yeah, I'll buy just a little bit more, just to make sure. So I should max out around 1,300, or I mean 1,100. I'm gonna make sure my battle conditions. I should be good by then. Yeah, look at those incremental gains. Crazy. Leave those on for now. Kind of death wave health am I getting? I think I was just looking at it. I'm at 612 right now, times 612. It's doing 13Q of damage. If I start maxing that out every time, I can maybe get this up a little bit. I just don't think in Legends, at least anytime soon, in Legends, I'm not going to be hitting 9.5. So that's why I haven't put any more lab time into Deathwave health. I know it could help in farming a little bit, because you'll more... Miguel, thank you, sir! More Deathwave health will help with just overall health, so that'll be cool. But, I don't know, there's other labs I was doing, so... Haven't done that one yet. Or I've gotten back to it. But I figure later in Legends, maybe it'll start getting up when I start lasting longer. But right now it's not lasting long enough to make a difference. Brad said your first year, would it be possible for you to share your tournament card setup? It's my card setup I struggle with the most. Makes me wonder if I need more card slots or just work on modules. Sure. I mean, I'm no expert, but let's take a look. I mean, just basically have anything that's like attack stuff or defense, because I'm still EHP. And slots are important. I like more slots. I would like to get a few more. But I have mostly like my health, my defense, second wind, and demon mode, you know, to pull out at the end. Then using plasma cannon, because if there's no plasma cannon debuff, even if there is a debuff, it still helps a little bit. It gets those guys down, bosses down when they hit the tower. Thorns will kill them faster. Some people like to microwave skip. I just let it go. Crit chance, then the damage, attack speed, berserk for my damage. I've been using energy net, hold off the boss while it gets hit by lightning and stuff. I need to make sure my chain lightning's on. Ultimate crit, I think it is on. Ultimate crit I got recently, and the orb, and then these guys. Now, so what I gotta figure out, when I always forget to do, when I get my stuff maxed, take off free ups and cash, or well, no, leave cash because I need to take off free ups. Probably gonna go with maybe range, slow aura, or landmine stun. I haven't, or death ray, one of those. That's why I wish I had more slots. Coin hunting is going good. I think I'm getting close. I have to go look at the thing later. I think it was close to 3. Hold on. Somewhere. 2.9 trillion an hour or something like that. Going to check my thing. No. 2.7. That was my most recent run. Not the one I just ended. I don't know what that would have been if we didn't end it. And then I'm at 2.59Q. Lifetime right now. October 4th, 2024. Boss got an energy netted. It's a good for champs only, but it can't be good. I hit one he went. One Q. Is there somewhere you can see where the health from the wall itself is? Is that where you're? Not from the wall, from the death wave, I mean. Oh, sorry, I misread that. 1Q wall health. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm going to hit that, yeah, because I'm at 825. I hit that once before, or I hit it in, shoot, I don't remember when it was. But yeah, I think I'm going to hit 1Q. If this gets up higher. This could stall out. I don't think I've hit max, to be honest, though. I know I was saying that earlier, but I don't think it maxes out. My death wave's already disappearing too quick to absorb anything. Oh wait, maybe not. There it is. Come on, come on, take a couple hits, then it's gone. Okay. We'll see what that gets to. Wonder if I should put the range back on to put it outside the lightning range again. But only keep it up just a few more seconds. No, it is outside now. I'm looking at it. Okay. It's fine. $6.26. Yeah, so I don't think I've maxed that before now that I'm thinking about it. I definitely want to get some more Death Wave health, I think, on this mod. I really don't want to put stones into it. I haven't put any stones into Death Wave health. I've been stubbornly not. I know it'll be like an immediate little boost early in this game here, but I also know it'll be totally worthless later. That's what I've heard from people. So I'm like, well, I like to put stuff into things that's still going to help you later a little bit. Although that later is like very later. But we're surviving. Oh yeah, chain lightning is on. I want to make sure of that. 300Q. Ooh, that's nice. $125. Is that with Amp Strike? Hold on. No. Wow, okay. 531. Ooh. So that 100, that's a new high. 125. I don't think I've break 100 billion even with project funding before max at the end. I have been labbing. Little spoilers for guys that follow the the upgrade series, but I've been labbing damage here. I think I was at 24, right? Like 2 days ago. I finished my region labs and I said, let's go into damage. And they are, I'm going to take these guys up probably to 50 or so. And then put the super crit multiplier on there. Chances and multiplier. But even that little bit there seems to have been pretty good about getting that up. No good. Oh, you know what? It looks like it's part of the stream is getting cut off, or the text looks like just slightly. Watch this. I think I can fix it. Let's see. Without breaking stuff. Chat. No. Let's not do that. It's not a big deal, but that slightly part of the D is missing. Oh, no, what's the dock there? Oh, and it's hidden. Okay, that's on the stream side, not on OBS. I'll go play with that later. Or that's on Stream Elements, I mean. Ouch. Okay. So damage is only 100 away. He's definitely going to max out. Still, I just like to keep an eye on this stuff. Here, let me move this up so I'm not tempted to click it. Because I don't think that little clicks is going to help. I think this will be the first tournament since I started it. I just did it 2 days ago, I think. I got to 75 regen and 20 wah regen. And while I was finishing off, because regen was close to 75, like wall regen hit 20 and regen was at 74. So I was like, well, I want to get that to 75, nice round number. So while it was going the next few days, I threw on the invincibility thing for the wall because I didn't have any, and I know eventually having a little bit of that, letting it rebuild once I start needing that to rebuild, So I just had that on for like 2 days and got it to 5. So it has that invincibility for a few seconds now. It's not going to rebuild on this champ tournament, but it's possible in a Legends. I had it happen once before, and then it almost happened on my first stream. Like it got, so we got, I think the last run we did, the last second, it almost went off. Or sorry, it almost popped off at the end, seconds away. And if I was at that time, I had that wall rebuild lab done, it would have rebuilt. Because I ended up doing the wall rebuild a little bit too. Hello, Sith. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, you know what? Let's do... Have you done your tournament yet? I haven't checked. With region that high, yeah, and I did all that after. So you're right. That's why I was saying I've done some levels. I've done some lab levels since I last tried it, so maybe I should give it a shot. It's like 7 hours though, you know. It's a long commitment, so you want to make sure you can. That's why I haven't tried again, because I got close and it was sad, you know. And then you get so close and you're like, oh, it took 7 hours. I got nothing. I think I should have put the thing. I need to keep some of the track of those milestone runs just for fun, but I think it was like 2 trillion coins or something compared to the 20 trillion, 29 trillion it should have been. Bonzo, yo, what's up? Welcome, sir. I was watching yours yesterday. I didn't make it to the end. I ended up having to take a shower, but so hopefully it went well. That's why I'm doing mine in the morning, because I don't have much time after work at night. I mean, I do, but I'll just be tired. I'm not gonna be able to stay up, even though I don't work today. I was like, I had to get stuff done and crash. Yes, you did yours and pretty well in Legends for the first time. Nice, nice. What rank did you get? I'm sure you said it in the chat. I can go check here in a minute when my hands are free. Do you plan on transitioning to hybrid? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, eventually. I think that's what you do, right? That's the path before you go to Glass Cannon, is be hybrid. Invincibility Lab, I maxed it and it helped me in Legends. Yeah, I've so far out of the last 3 Legends run, only one of them, the wall, almost rebuilt, got close to rebuilding. The last 2, it was probably not even half before I died. Champions, by the time I die in here, I'm going to be dead instantly when the wall breaks, because going to be so far. But in Legends, when the wall's breaking at like 200 waves, I can still soldier it out a little bit. I did the host, so hopefully next time I do it though, because I got those labs just finished recently. Bring down, it's like 497 now, or 498. Hold on, what is it? 498, yeah, because I got one of those relics. The relics brought down 2 seconds to the rebuild. I think it's, so that's something. I know it can go. I think I'm only halfway through that lab, but I'm not to the point where I'm relying on that yet. Like, I'm not using the wall like a energy shield or something, you know, to keep myself alive in glass cannon mode. But yeah, back to what Eugene was saying, plan to transition into hybrid, sir, right now, or ma'am, I'm sorry, but either way. Right now, I am doing damage labs. So damage is on 35 currently in crit factor. Both of these I'm going to run to probably 50. And we'll see how I feel then. Might go a little higher. But I want to go to super crit multiplier, super crit chance right afterward. Get those up just a bit. Because those are not untouched as well. But I think labbing a little bit in damage is going to help when I go back to Legends. Because I've been pretty well. Let's see where the history here. So I've been pretty well lately, except for this was T 27. Version 27 hit. I got hurt there. Can I go back to Legends after that? But lately I've been getting back in fairly consistently. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm kind of confident. We'll see. These last ones have been pretty strong. How are we looking at it right now? Look at that. I played around a lot in the beginning. I'm still halfway through, so that's pretty good. Oh, let me catch up. I got to rank 20. Hopefully I don't fall past 24. Doesn't look like you will. Rank 20? What do you mean? What is your wave count? Because if you stay in on your first Legends run, that's going to be a legend tale for the all time. You know, I mean, you got a super lucky bracket with a bunch of other people that couldn't make it, because nobody stays in Legends. Well, I mean, their first time. The super crits get very, very long. I think people start getting... Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Somewhere around 10, I read. So, I just need to get a little bit into that, I think. John, thanks for stopping by, sir. Appreciate it. And I hope for top 4 also. Hopefully, your run was good, sir. I'll see you next time. Super crits, in general, both of them, now that I think about that, or multiplier, or chance. Let's see, are they both 50s? No, that one's 40, and that one's 50. So, yeah, someone I read somewhere said both of those to 10 is reasonable. 10 or 15 sounds good. Let's see where we're at. Not maxed yet. 300 waves? Wow, you're a legend, sir. You're an inspiration. I need to know your secrets. If you guys see that, he said 300 waves in Legends. Look at this. What I hit? Those are all my Legends. I got... My first one was 154. The second time was 177. The third time was 132. And I got 187, 175, and a 214. So, for a first go, sir, that was good. It could have just been some good battle conditions, too, though. I mean, not to take anything away from what you did, but, you know, there could have been a combination of factors. Good conditions for you to help get those hits. But then again, you said you're 20, so that's pretty good. Although, I've seen people in brackets in the 400s fall back to champs, so just hopefully those guys behind you are done. They both get into years to complete the crit labs? Yeah, no, yeah, I imagine. I mean, I'm okay with years, because I got... Whoops, lab speed. I didn't mean to click it. Lab speed's been going for a year, almost. I didn't put the right... What I was normally doing was the things I had running forever, lab speed and attack speed, I was letting those go at the slower multiplier, and the other stuff that was benefiting me in a run, so like damage things, or econ, or whatever else I was doing, hit points. The other 3 slots were getting the highest. So when I was doing like 3 3s and 2s, the 2 longest ones were getting the 2s. Because I was just looking at it like, these guys are going to be here for a while. I need to get these other ones out of the way. But then as they got closer to the end, I did kind of switch that around. Now lab speed's going at 4 times, and I'm running other stuff at 3 because I need to finish that. But I think Clouded was able to hit his within a year, so that was cool. Been back and forth. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm reading, you've been back and forth a few times. So back there when your chat said you did pretty well in Legends for the first time. Now I understand what you mean by that. You did pretty well for the first time, not on your... Okay. Sorry, everyone who's listening to me, and Morpheus also misinterpreted it for also. Sorry. Well, he went off of what I said. Yeah, I interpreted it as like your first Legends, you made it to the wave 300. That's why I was all like, what? Okay. Yeah, so if it's the first time you did well in Legends and that you're going to stay, yeah, hopefully too. That's cool. Hopefully you'll stick that out. Okay. We're doing good there. Everything's leveled up. Looks like it's gonna hit out, or I mean hit max soon. What was I working on before? I think I was gonna change edit. Yeah. Position and size. Width. No, you know what? I'm gonna mess with this after the stream, so never mind. Forget out of that. I'm gonna mess something up. Okay, so what was I doing? Let's go back to... Oop. Things are getting spicy, looks like. Or getting crowded, anyway. With the landmines in here, I mean, stuff's dying on the inside. Let's see, the boss still being wrecked by chain lightning. Oh yeah, I want to see where my damage is at. Ooh, 705 billion. What? And 141 base. That's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder if did you ever get a creator code? I get the occasional event like this one. I think they do, but no, I don't have a code. Thank you, though, for asking. I did about a month and a half ago. I don't know. When people started popping up with them, I saw lots of people had codes, and I wasn't seeing, you know, anyone mention what they, you know, they didn't talk about it at all outside of Sparta mentioned he emailed them originally with the idea. But I just sent them an email. And then they replied after a few weeks and was like, what is your player ID? Which was, I was like, okay. So I sent them that. And then like a month later, so that was like about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they said something about like the program is just being testing, and if they expand it in the future, they'll consider me for blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of like a So it sounds like it was like an invite only thing or a testing phase, or I don't know. But if I ever get one, I'll put it in the comments. I'm not gonna go crazy and be like, like push it a lot, but I'll definitely mention if they give me one and put it in the comments or description. In fact, I've been asked from a number of people that have said that they're holding off and they was waiting to see, and I was like, really? Well, thank you, sir. But you don't have to do that. But she's like, I should send that info to them. But look, guys. But whatever. What are you gonna spend the stones on? Good question. I don't know. I was talking about that earlier with a few people. What do I got? 1200 now? 1287. I'm gonna put them into. I was thinking either put them into. My next ultimates are inner landmines, poison swamp, or smart missile. So I was thinking about doing maybe inner landmines because it's not that much of an investment to get them to where they're little usable shields to help pop bosses off, a little bit. In Legends is what I've been reading. It'll help there a bit, or help to defend them off. I don't know, but that was one option. Or I can do GT and Deathwave cooldown. That's kind of what I was leaning towards, bringing the cooldown on Deathwave and Golden Tower to 2 minutes. It's currently at 2:30, and I was gonna and I have Black Hole at 50 seconds. So I was just thinking about bringing them down some, so that GT is just up more. That would help economy. Because it's been a few months that I haven't done any real economy stuff. Everything's been like tournament pushing. My last stones that I spent a lot, well, besides the Black Hole, I guess that's not true. The perma Black Hole is a huge boost to farm. So, but before that, I did all Chain Lightning investment basically. Creator codes benefit the creators we support. Like if you put their code into the store, they get like a little kickback, like a little percentage of the money. So I think like if you buy like a stone pack for $60, they get like a couple dollars or something. I don't know the exact details of it, but something like that. I think I've heard people mention different percentages, but like 3 or 5 or 8 or something like that %. Tinker with this one. But it's cool. I don't know how much they probably look at how much money you might generate then. I don't know. How big of a viewer base you have. But actually, I don't think so, because I think there's some guys in the Discord that just makes like spreadsheets and help people with stuff like that, and they got codes I saw. But they don't have like they don't do videos and stuff, so I don't think it's just YouTube guys. I think it's just anyone in the community that's helpful. Here, let me do... Strom, hello, welcome. Have you done your tournament yet? I haven't been watching the Discord. I mean, you might have said it in the Discord. I woke up this morning and I mean I was reading it some, but I don't remember all the details. Back to champs after tonight. Oh, you're going to Legends. Well, good luck. I mean, I know you said back to champs, meaning you don't think you're gonna stay, but you never know. You know, what if you hit start with like 4 other guys that are also people that fall out of champs every time? You never, or fall back to champs. You never know. You might luck out. Plus, I always like doing them just to see what you get. That way you can compare to last time and be like, am I doing better? Am I progressing? What's that left? 350. Okay. Just want to make sure that it's going to max out before we get to the end. I have, what did I get last time? That's not the right one. 214 and 175, 187. So, those are my last champs. Sith in here, he got 300 waves, and he's sitting over 24 right now, so fingers crossed for him. But hopefully the conditions aren't too bad. $141 million, so 144 billion damage. See, it's not seeming like it's jumping as much as it was up to this point, but you got the 8 time, of course. 911 trillion wall health. 660 on the absorption. Yeah. Yeah, just epic. I did the same thing. I threw it on once, and I was like, wait, what? And then I upgraded mine to Legends, so I've definitely been liking that. I wish I could get it to Mythic. Just, I mean, even though the damage is going to be so great, it's even better. Get those substats. I want those substats, man. The substats. Because I'd be at enemy attacks will be to 49 maximum if I had that. I feel like I should have spent more in it earlier now because we're at wave. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm thinking like I'd get max enemy skips around 700, but I forgot my enemy skips is going to go much higher now. So definitely not going to hit max. I mean, I will hit max, but it'll get higher than then. I keep bouncing between champs and legends as well. 1500. Wait, I got 1500 in champs for another easy first, but I keep getting the motor from legends at around 380. Yeah, that's what I was saying too earlier. I was saying like usually around 400 I've been seeing people. I keep seeing like 400 be like a safety. Like you got to get over 400. Around there is even riskies. Not always though. I mean, it just depends on the bracket. But you get a couple people like me, and they'll be 200. But But I want to say in my last one where I did fall out, the top guy was, or the top was like 300 and like low 300s. The top guy that fell out with me, I mean. Are you going to pull the new module? I don't know what the new module is yet, and probably not. I think we got armor and generators left, right? I think there's some leaks, but I don't like to look ahead at the leaks. I like to be surprised and find out later what it is. But I'm thinking about pulling here when I do my next video. I'm gonna probably pull for standard banner, those 3,500 gems there this weekend, because I need to get some stuff done. Like I'm one G comp away from ancestral, and I'm like I need 2 project fundings so I can get that to mythic. There's just a couple of things that are kind of close. And I think I can't imagine a new armor mod is going to beat new armor mod's going to beat Sharp Fortitude. I can't imagine. So Dowser or Dozer, probably Dowser. What's up? Welcome, sir. Thanks for stopping by. But the new generator, don't know what that could be. Something, you know, I don't know. That could be something that could be useful. But I used G-Comp for everything, you know, so I don't know. It can't be a farming one. It seems like most of these last 2, anyway, have been pretty good in assist combos. I can imagine like this Amp Strike's going to be a nice assist mod, or to be used with assist mods. $922 trillion. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to hit a Q. She probably got another 600 waves to go. What's this been running, about an hour now? Not that bad. Okay. Okay. Let's see how the boss is hurting down. Yeah, okay. So still the same thing. Projectiles did 3%. Okay. That's kind of funny. So I guess the projectiles are getting stronger. Really want to start to save gems to knock out shatter shards, but these banners take a ton. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to spend gems on mod or labs, but I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to it while I need mods. Like, it takes time to get the gems. It also takes time to do the labs, and I just don't feel like putting, like, I don't know. I need mods. So I just can't. I will buy them when they're close and I need to restart something and want to change it to something else. I might buy them out, but I can't bring myself to spend like 1,000 gems to rush something. Not yet, anyway. Maybe once I get some of the mods out of the way I want. I really need to get some of the old module, yeah. But I'm afraid to not pull the new modules just because they're probably introduced battle. Yeah, right. That's or the new model will be a good assist module and a pull. Right. I don't know if you were around or remember back when project funding came out, like that first week, I want to say, or at least the first few days after project funding came out. Like I remember everyone crapping on it, saying like this thing is garbage. Until like people ran a couple tournaments and was using it and was like, hey, wait a minute, this is really good. So when that first came out, that first week, and I was reading everyone's opinion, like, meh, I went and I was like, I'm saving for cards. But then even once they started saying it was pretty good, I still didn't pull it because I was like, I'm pulling cards. Like, I was pretty close to maxing out my cards at the time, so I just continued working on pulling cards. And I regret it. I should have pulled the project funding. At the time, I didn't need project funding. I wasn't really in a position that it was going to do anything. I didn't even have wall, you know, so I was in super early EHP mode. So, should have still pulled it though. That was with the idea of Amp Strike. It was like, even though Amp Strike was like, I don't think I'm going to use it, let's pull it anyway. But here I'm using it, so. I actually have been using it in my farm runs. With the permanent black hole, it seems to work pretty good. I was using Astral Deliverance, but earlier in the rounds, and even kind of mid in the round, the Astral Deliverance will bounce out of the black hole and shoot the stuff outside of the black hole range, and sometimes the knockback will keep some of the mobs back. I don't think it's losing too much coins when they die out there, like a tank dies out there now and then earlier in the round, but it still was a thing that the Amp Strike, or the Amp Strike alleviated. There's no, knockback happening outside of the black hole as much, so. Because my only other good one was Death Penalty. Actually, I've been thinking about toying with Shrink Ray. I want to kind of get that up to a little bit higher, so I'm going to put some decent stats on it. Some mythic stats, maybe. But I'm thinking while I was still EHP farming, like, Shrink Ray may be a good one to use. When I'm not using permanent black hole, I mean. Because that'll just keep everything in a knockback mode longer, so that they could stay out on the outside of the orb range. Because what I was toying with was doing knockback outside the orbs and pulling the orbs in a little bit, so that only when the black holes are up, it would then pull stuff into the orbs. And then otherwise they were staying outside of the tower range just barely with knockback. But I've only really been able to mess with that a couple times because I've been using permanent black hole mostly. Once I get the mods up to Ancestral, then we'll see again. What's up, Quick Night Gaming? Welcome to, welcome to the stream. Glad you caught it too. Joining us here. Trying to get the back to Legends mode. Let's see if we can get back to Legends. I haven't really checked out the bracket. We fiddled, in the beginning I started a run, and then I canceled it, and then went back and changed some stuff, so I'm not at the highest I could be. Let's look at who's up at top. He'll beat me. Alright, so we got one guy. He might probably... Well, tier 6... we're close in the tier range here, but he's ranked higher than me before, so he might beat me. He definitely will beat me. He might beat me. So we got 4 guys right now that might... That guy looks familiar. Final Hazards. I wonder if I've been in his thing before. He'll beat me. Oh, we're at 3 right now. Doesn't look good. He won't. Looks like on the last Legends, maybe. Nope, 25. Ooh, this isn't good, guys. So we may not go back to Legends. We'll see. Rank 30. I'll be fine probably from him. If anyone sees yourself, shout out. I clicked him twice, I think. 24, 6. So it looks like it'll be a tight top 5 bracket. Those top 5 guys are going to be rough. Oh, a 12. Alright, so we definitely got 4 that are good. 21. 5. Okay. Well, there's a good possibility of not... We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's possible those other guys just don't have the build for the mods or the armor. Who knows? We'll see. Priestian did an experiment with Shrink Ray and noticed it did very well against range ultimates battle conditions. Oh. Interesting. I wasn't even thinking about using it in the tournament. But I was just thinking as a farming, because like as an EHP build, it definitely. I know everyone like always craps on shrink rate, but like if you think about it, it's the perfect EHP cannon. Like if you're not trying to deal damage, like who cares about the cannon? In fact, most people take a cannon off. I was finding myself when I was doing some tests with it, I was just leaving it level 1 and throwing it on. I wish I was a little bit higher though, so I can get the mass down a little bit better. But it seems like the ultimate EHP cannon, when you're not really trying to do damage, just helps keep the knockback up. How strong do you have your chain lightning? For the 400 click one, I think some of that's coming from the mod, but it's in the 400s. That whatever click that is. Some of this is from mods. And I think the chance is 20%. Or 17 or 20%, somewhere in there. What's the chance from the mod? I should probably go check that out. So it's 12 from there, and 3 quantity. So what's that, 17? Yeah, so I was right on there. So 17 chance, 4 quantity, and then the damage was like, I guess 42 maybe. There's no damage from the mod, so. Or is that not right? Let's see. Takes initial shock. Yeah, that doesn't add any damage. Okay. Wouldn't perma black hole with PC be good against ranged ultimate? Probably. So I don't have like permanent black hole in tournament yet. That's I would need, according to the multiverse nexus calculator site thing, the MVN calculator. I would need to get an ancestral G comp, and I would need an ancestral primordial collapse because I'll need ancestral black hole cooldown duration. Cooldown and duration substats, and both of those need to be on ancestral mods. So, and then G-Comp's ancestral as well. And then with that, oh, and then also 2 clicks into duration. I need to bring it from 24 to 26. But if I do all that, according to the MVN calculator, it should be permanent in in tournaments. But I'm not 100% sure how reliable that is with the ultimate cooldown, the UW ultimate battle condition. Like there's a checkbox on there that says consider it, but I don't know. Are you gonna go for the perma black hole in the tournament? You mean? Because I do have perma black hole right now outside tournament, like while I'm farming. Black hole doesn't affect range while they're ultied. Yeah, I was thinking that because of the, what's it called too, the lab. The lab doesn't affect them, right? The disable range doesn't affect them while they're ultimate, while they're unultied. But it would still, perma black hole would still pull everything else, right? I was thinking about that. Like, should I try to get that if I get those mods? Work towards that? I think it could be useful, right? Yeah, I don't know. It pull everything else off of the tower. Can't see why not. Because later in the game, everything's going to be sitting on there. Like, it's just going to be crowded with fasts and everything. Did not know that. Yeah, I had heard about the other one. I knew the lab disabling the range didn't work in the alts. But I didn't think about, well, yeah, imagine everything. Now I knew the one that disables their shooting, but well, I don't know. I wonder what the reduced damage, that should still work, right? you know, the PC effect that gives you the reduced damage from things dealing damage. Yeah, I did notice that too when I turned Chain Lightning on a tier 12 run I was doing later in the game. Turned on the Chain Lightning and was watching it just go nuts on everything that was around the tower and the black holes. $960. Daniel, good luck for tournament. Thank you, sir. I hope yours went well, or goes well, if you haven't done it yet. I don't know so much. If you weren't here earlier, you might have seen that bracket's not looking too good. If you have not seen that, but we'll see how it goes. There was a number of people I counted that were former legends, sub 20. So we'll see. At least 3 when we're under 20, I think, and then there's a few of them that are around like 24 or 25. Maybe right on the damage. Yeah, I want to say right. I was more like inquiring, but yeah, I could see where it might still work because it's just reducing the damage. It's not disabling their damage fully, so it just reduces the damage from stuff, right? So I can't see why it wouldn't, unless it was just some kind of immunity. All ultimate things are just immune to any black hole effects. I don't know how that's, don't know how that mechanic is working. Because if that was the case, then that would be garbage, because that means, anything ulted wouldn't be affected by it, right? So they would just, oh, I guess they won't damage your tower because they're going to be stuck in the black hole, but never mind on that. I guess bosses maybe would still count. A boss ultimate. He's like, I'm going to ignore your... What is the wording on that? No, that's the wrong one. Damage from enemies within a black hole. Yeah, just generically damage from enemies, so. Rough bracket, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm up there now. So we got the 17. Got the 17. Wait, are they both 17s? Yeah, so we got 117, got the other 17, got the 25, and the 19, and the 26. He fell. Oh, I passed him, so he might... No, how did I pass him? He must have took a break. He didn't stop at 700. I think that Mordecai guy was ahead of me, though, wasn't he? He might have stopped, and he's playing in his menus, too, though. I was just thinking about the generator that's coming. I wouldn't be too surprised if there's something like project funding for defense absolute. The EHB version of project funding. Is there any EHP? Well, Pulsar Harvester is kind of a EHP generator. I guess I can kind of go both ways since it reduces attack and whatever. And health, but yeah, I don't think they really have any EHP generators, right? No defensive stuff. I can't imagine defense absolute. They're always talking about doing something with it, though. I use legendary project funding, still better than any ancestral I have for tournaments. Yeah, I'm using it as well. I did notice, at least for an EHP build, when I was testing it about a month ago, I haven't really done it in a minute, but before I did all the investment in Black Hole cooldown, in the tournaments, I did champ runs back to back, and I did one with project funding and one with Pulsar Harvester, and I did that for a few tournaments in a row. Pulsar Harvester generally was ahead. Every now and then, probably depending on your conditions, project funding might have a few extra waves on it, but for the most part, Pulsar Harvester seemed to beat it by like 25, 30 waves. I think that was just because at where I was at, the damage wasn't so much important to stay in champs, or to do, especially with whatever conditions were going on at that time. The damage just may not have been as important to push those higher waves, whereas the Pulsar Harvester was reducing the attack, which is, like I said, helping as an EHP build, reducing their attack and that they're doing to me. But as the month has progressed, and I'm also in Legends, I noticed it was the other way around. Legends project funding seemed to always help. Because you're damaged. Yeah, exactly. So that's because I was not damage build focused or whatever. Didn't really have any damage. So, no, mine are like 36 now. Or 35, something like that. So they're getting up. Probably go do my, yeah, 35. They were 24 last week. So I could probably go do that relic too, the T13 relic. Morpheus was talking about that earlier. I was like, yes sir, you're right, I need to get back on it. That 4% lab coins, or lab speed. Is it lab speed? It was lab speed, right? It was gonna be awesome. And in this milestone. Not milestone, event pass. I have to get that this weekend. Now that I have enough to 400. Yeah, I don't have enough to get that yet, so once I get enough medals, just gonna remember to do it. You get more damage, probably gonna beat Harvester now. I'm using it with Amp Strike, so it's keeping that damage crazy. Yeah, 147. I was never, I want to say it's like 39 billion without project funding. Clouded, what's up, buddy? Welcome, sir. Isn't it bedtime? Shouldn't you be in bed? I don't know what time it is over there, but I know it's got to be late. I watched your stream this morning while I was having my coffee before I got on mine. I was sleeping when you did yours. I think you had said in the stream you were like, all right, I'm heading to bed. Oh, I guess it's been probably 6 or 7 hours at least since. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's 6 a.m. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice, you broke 200 finally? What did you get to? Or was it just like got 200? The gang's all here. You're still alive. Yes, nice. Okay. I got to 214 Wednesday, so you lived through one wall rebuild. Yes, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Have you done any wall rebuild labs? I don't know, you weren't here earlier when I was talking about it. I was doing finishing up my my regen, my EHP regen, and I got the wall regen to 20, but I still had about 7 days to go to get regular regen to 75. I just wanted to get it to a round number, and it was like 70, just barely 74. So I did a wall rebuild and wall invincibility in the middle of it. Got them both up at halfway. So I think I did 10 on each, or 10 and 5, whatever the halfway mark of each. So, because I did notice 2 tournaments ago, my wall fell and almost came back up. I was so close to it coming back up, and a boss hit me before it popped back up. And I was like, oh, if I just had a little bit faster wall, that would have been nice. So, not quite to the point where it's going to help every time yet. Down the road, we'll use the wall as an energy shield, but I'm not there yet. Lucky if it rebuilds. Bro, 200 waves and legends took me like 6 months. Such a mission. Yeah, I want to say maybe me too. Where's the history? My first one was back in August 2nd. And I got 200, yeah, so 2 months. Took him 6 months, I guess it took me 2 months, so things are changed. Although I think it's going to be just as long falling in and out. I was watching your stream before, Clouded, about the seeing the history of like bouncing back and forth since March. I was mentioning to someone else because they're like, I keep falling out. I'm like, dude, don't stress it, man. Like, I was watching Clouded, and he has them randomly happens. It happens. You just gotta roll with the punches and keep on trucking. It'd be nice when you stop falling back out, though. Is this getting close? Where are we at? 640. So what's that? 150. So we need about 300 waves. Ooh, we'll be good. I think that'll make it. It's level 24. Wait, it's level 24, 300 in the round. I think I should just workshop that. Max Lab takes it at 200. 298. Oh. Region's quicker than energy shield. Oh, okay. That's kind of handy. 298. Wait, hold on. I thought I did like half of them. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I guess, I was assuming it's going to do another 100 seconds. There must be some other ways to bring it down with some mods too, I'm sure, if you wanted. I just try to use my time in Legends around the week and do the champs run on weekends. Yeah, well, if you can balance it out that way. And get, you know, depends when they fall out. Like, I didn't really want to stream a champion run, to be fair. It's going to be a long one. But we're going to see. I'm going to soldier it out and stick here the whole time. Since you guys are sticking it out with me. I may have to get up and go to the bathroom here in a bit, but but we're gonna be good. We're gonna make it. But I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, oh, I didn't make it to Legends for the weekend, and it kind of put me off cycle now. So even if I made it to Legends here, it'd be because my day off. I don't have a day off during the week. Although Legends runs are quick, I can still probably squeeze them in the morning like I did last week if I wanted to. I got a couple hours before work, and they only take a few minutes. Oh. So for our mod rebuild stat, yeah, no, I figured, no big deal. I had that on my... I had that on here. When I was doing... once I unlocked 141, I did a couple re-rolls just for funsies. I didn't want to go crazy because I got other stuff to do. But I got a rebuild stat on accident and stuck with that for a little bit. And then I played with it some more and got Death Defy. And I was like, I think that's better. I don't know. No days off. No, I do got days off, but it's like today's my day off. No, I mean no days off during the on the tournament day. Like, hello Dizzy, welcome sir. My predictions. Also, Clouded says, what were your predictions? My predictions, like where am I going to get to? Hopefully 114 or sorry 1400 again. I was thinking somewhere around 1400 waves is where. Ooh, I just hit 1Q wall hell. Nice. I did someone's idea trick earlier of putting range in the beginning and getting that death wave way out there. That seemed to work pretty good. But what were we saying? 1400, I think. The only problem is I don't think it's going to make a difference with who are on my top here. We got Mr. 17 Legend. And we got another 17 legend. And then we got a 25 legend who's doing pretty good. I keep pausing my game though. So a 19. 22. Did I pass that guy too? He didn't stop at 792, did he? Alright, I gotta stop looking at this until I get to the end. People are moving too much. I know I passed that Mordecai guy, but I can't believe he stopped at 700. He had to have taken a break and went off and closed his game or something. Mr. Wren. Mr. Wren has the most perfect radio voice. I'll have to give him remind me what this sounds like. We're gonna have to get this up. I wonder if this is... Yeah, it should still be good. We should still be good. I always get nervous. But it's going to be so late that I'm going to have to leave my card on the whole time. Ouch. Okay. Welcome back to the tower. I have a radio call-in show. Coming up next, Wave 1000. Yeah, I'm not a radio DJ. Let's see what the boss is. How is he doing? Did he even hit me yet? No. Okay. Still not getting hit. That's good. Yeah, this is creeping up now. I think it's been like 400 waves and I got 0.4. Sorry, I got distracted looking at something. What's up? Okay, so where are we at? We're about to hit 1,000. What's the chat doing? We got nothing going on right now, guys. So how's everyone doing? We gotta come up with something here. Let me think of something. How many have we skipped? 82 and 79. So yeah, I didn't quite get to 100 before 1,000. I think it was a little slow on the upgrades this time in the beginning. Oh yeah, no, I forgot we have project funding. That hurt me. Okay. Normally, well, not normally, the last few runs, I should say, we did Pulsar Harvester, and that's got the better, not that one. It's got the better enemy skips. Those enemy skips are huge. That 2%, that sucks. It makes takes a lot more upgrades to get there because it's so tiny how much they go up when you spend. How's the farm runs been? Good. I went back to Black Hole because Permanent Black Hole. Using the Multiverse Nexus test did okay, but Permanent Black Hole is still bringing in the cells better. Not quite as good as Strom. Just saw his video yesterday, I think. He put it up, or the day before. But Strom killing it almost. I think he hit 3 trillion, or was real close to 3 trillion an hour. That was awesome. I gotta figure out what he did. I got to 2. I think the last one I just did was 2.69, so 2.7 trillion an hour. And that was the new high score. And then it was like 16.5K cells an hour. $3 trill on T11 today. Yes, so you see, he broke it. Nice. So I want to. Oh yeah, you've been bringing down your cooldown. That's why I was like, "What did you do?" But yeah, you've been bringing down your cooldown. I need to. That's what I was thinking about doing actually, with my stones. I was thinking about putting a few clicks into the GT and Deathwave cooldowns. But I'd like to, do something to push a little bit more in the tournaments too. So I can stay in Legends mode. Not staying in Legends, but stay in Legends mode, where you go into Champions and you're pretty much going to get top 4. Got to get to that mode. But I feel like I'm on the right track. I got my health regen and hit points. The EHP stuff got up pretty good, so I think I'm on the right track switching to damage now. Too many things you want to splurge stones on? I know, right? That's why I was thinking about doing the same thing as you, though. Just putting them into cooldown some more. Debating on getting damage mastery to help stay in Legends and get more stone income. Damage mastery just increases damage, right? I don't know. I haven't really played with the masteries too much because I don't have... Well, I have, but I don't have the stones to want to spend on it yet. Yeah, so it just makes it go nuts, right? That's what I thought that one was a... I was thinking of... Isn't it package chance? Yeah, that one for the module. Or the cash for the reroll shards. But I've also heard some people say that one becomes obsolete later on. Like in the late tiers, but I'm nowhere near there, so I don't know. Definitely like some reroll shards. Yeah, that new cannon is crazy. Where are we at? 149 billion now. And then 747 with the amp strike on. We're just putting chain lightning to 8 big Q. Come on, do it again. I think this is the first time breaking one big Q on the chain lightning. 1.8 big Q, yeah, nice. Yeah, and I highly recommend the recovery package one. Yeah, and I can't foresee myself not using recovery package for a while. The card, for any reason, not using it. I mean, because I'm using G comp for farming. Today's battle conditions were brutal. 400 ways less. Ooh. 400 waves in champs. I take it in champs. Or maybe plat, but I can't imagine legends. That'd be rough. Between damage or intro spirit. Yeah, intro spirit too. I don't think I'm anywhere near what intro spirit seems so awesome and handy. Watching people just be like, oh, like Bonzo. Bonzo is using that to get up to the like 300 or whatever. I was like, that's sweet because you can just get back to farming. But that's a lot of investment just for lazy game. That's a lazy thing. Yeah, exactly. When I grow up, I want it to. Like that seems like it's not required. That's more just a quality of life for fun. It's not going to give you too much. But it would be. I mean, I guess it kind of does get you back to farming. But I can see myself using it more to run a few tournaments in a row to see what I can squeak out of different builds. That's the other thing. Oh yeah, I keep sitting on the wrong tab. I want to see where... So that's not moving much more. And is that maxed? Not yet. We're getting 60 ways away. Okay. Gotta run, bro. Hey, Morpheus, thanks for stopping by, buddy. It's good to see you, and thanks for the birthday, the happy birthday wishes. 1420 waves? I hope so. That sounds good. I'm thinking somewhere around there, too. But have a good day, dude. Take it easy. It makes Amp Strike a lot better, too. More uptime. It makes Amp Strike a lot better. It makes Amp... What makes Amp Strike? Let me think. We were talking about intro sprint? No, I can't see that helping. What makes Amp Strike... There's a good combination of turning progress and farming progress. Yeah, champs, I did 400 waves left. Yeah, I figured it was champions. It looked like it was gonna be rough with the armored. Ooh, I'm already starting to take some... My wall's getting... Look at the wall. Morpheus, you took off too soon. Are you surprised I make it 300 waves when I start seeing it slide like that? Look at it. I do got a queue to go though, so... Cracked as Poison Swamp. Good, it is so far down the priority list. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have. I guess it is on my. It's on my next unlock list, but I don't see how that could benefit me yet. Oh, okay. Works good to keep the bosses up. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. You're right. See, that's where I miss. I don't connect all the dots all the time. But that's a good idea. Yeah, this just helps you that keep perpetually going, huh? Later in the waves for farming, it's because I've been using Amp Strike for farming. I mentioned earlier in the stream, if you guys are, I'll be repeating a little bit, but if anyone missed it, I've been using Amp Strike in farming because the Astral Deliverance was often bouncing stuff outside of the black holes before they got to the black hole because of the increased bounce distance or the range, whatever it was shooting stuff outside of the black holes and then keeping them knocked back while they were outside of it. So I switched over to Amp Strike, which is just because I'm wanting to kill all of the bosses and elites as fast as possible. So it seems to have been helping. That last run I did where I broke the record and got that 2.69 trillion an hour was using Amp Strike. And then, of course, right now, ooh, 150, nice. I'll put this at 1.9. Let's see. No bosses or elites though. So yeah, that's where it's there at 1.8 still. Okay. Let's see where the boss got thorns yet. Nope. So they didn't hit me. I'm not even noticing it. Oh, starting to get hit. A chunky wall? Yes, sir. Thank you. I was, last few weeks, I was like, I'm going to finish some EHP labs. So I did, fortification went up a bit. Just a bit. See, but this is when it's good. Look at that. Ugh. Let it regen up some. We just need that extra life there because it's going to, yeah, I don't think I'm going to hit 1420. Is usually when it starts seeing the wall take damage like that, it starts, it doesn't stop. See, it's going. I'm going to guess probably 50 waves here, we're going to be roughly, it's going to be going down. That's why I did regen a lot recently and just went heavy regen, because I was like, I can go hit points as far as I can go, but once it gets to the point where it starts taking damage and that bar starts moving, it's not going to stop. It's just going to give me a few extra waves. But if I can get that regen where I can out-regen the damage, which seems to be doing pretty good right now. It's regenning back decently. They're still hitting for 22 trillion. Oh yeah, I could probably switch up something in the cards. This isn't quite max though yet. Almost. We can take a look real quick. I'm using health, defense, second wind demon, plasma, wave skip, crit, damage, attack, damage, energy net, ultimate crit, orb, and then I got these two, which I'll usually pop off at the end for, well, gotta leave cash on because I'm using project funding, but the free upgrades, I could get something else in there, like landmine stun or death ray. And a little range, I don't know if that's going to help much, or slow. But right now I kind of want the free ups because I want this to get max. I can take that off though right now. What should we do? Either landmine stun or death ray, I'm thinking maybe. Let me try death ray for a minute. See if it helps keep clear of anything. No. Kill an extra few things. The armored enemies is painful. How does that work with armored enemies? Death Ray. Was that gonna one-shot him? I ain't gonna one-shot him. What is it? Come on. Go back down. Go back down. I shouldn't have guessed 1400 when they were asking about that. Oh, hey, Niu? Paradise? Not sure if I'm saying that right. Niu? Paradise? But hey, welcome, sir. Good to see you here. But we're trucking along. We were guessing earlier about 1400. Morpheus took off and said that he thinks maybe 1420. That was before the wall started taking damage, though. Once I started seeing it take damage, I was thinking, oh, we're not gonna make it. Maybe 50 more waves, but looks like we'll probably get a little more than 50 from when I first saw that. The extra hit points, I think, and regions helping that. Yes, kill everything. Come on, get back. But this is a bad bracket, not a bad bracket, but a rough bracket anyway. And with everyone else being down, everyone in chat has been saying they're down some this tournament. But with the bracket, most of these guys, look, I passed them. Yes. Maybe these are okay. See, not yeah. See, he just took a break. He was at 700. Now, yeah. So he might still 26 though. I'm a 26. I'm a 26er. Okay. He's 25. He probably was just playing in the menus. 22. He did stop. Set 950. He hasn't moved in a minute. I don't know, maybe they just may not have the... It's hard to judge, too, with like a 22, 25, because, you know, you could fall anywhere in there with a lucky bracket one time, so it's kind of hard to rank those guys. Oh, man. It's not looking good. Excuse me. I mean, it's looking fine. It's looking fine. Did we max? Oh, Wall Health is max. Good. Okay. 1800. So we got there. Everything got maxed. 111 and 108. So 111 attacks or skips. That's not bad for wave 111, 17. What's your target priority set to? Oh, crap. Good question. That I was farming last. I totally forgot to change it, but I mean, I think we want bosses up there anyway, right? I usually would put boss up and ranged. Don't need the elites. So I'm at rank 4. As long as nobody snipes me, I should be going back to Legends. Yeah, hopefully. Good luck. And hello, Debel? Oh no, my wall's gone, guys. And Al-Qaeda, dig your background. You mean the little background with like the shapes in the back? It's the tower? The moving one? Thank you. I wanted something a little interesting. And make sure I pop this here. Probably could have waited for the boss, but I was nervous. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. Where was the top of the bracket looking? Yeah, see, he's way up there. What? He's the same as me. Oh no, maybe I should have waited. Try to squeak a couple more out. That guy was 17 though. He's gonna blow past me anyway. Do I have Chronofield? No, sir. No. I have Chain Lightning, Death Wave, Golden Tower, Black Hole, and Spotlight. I got the basics. So, okay, so he didn't stop. He was at 50, so he's still moving. Okay, well, there's a slight possibility I'll stick in the 4th, but I don't think so. I don't think moving the elites hot down the line would have made that much of a difference. Okay, so 11:43. We'll wait for that to update and go back and check on it. Yeah, but like I said, I wasn't expecting with the solid out bracket there with all those guys that are like that guy's gonna keep going. So, and that guy too, he'll probably pass me 22, and then that guy for sure. So I missed him. I didn't realize there's a legend 10 in our bracket. Good job. So. It is what it is. We had a good run. That'll put me back into probably champ next Wednesday. And then maybe next weekend back to Legends. Hopefully. We'll see. But I think that'll do it for now, guys. It's been a long day. A long morning. Thanks for tuning in. Where we got to? Oh, wait. I already went past that screen. Dirt. I was going to look at how long it ran. But yeah, anyway, thanks for the time out and joining me today, guys. I hope everyone has a good run as well, and I will see you next week. All right, have a good one, guys. Take it easy.